Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things. And
Valverde! Superb from Valverde!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Alexander-Arnold, and the counter is on. Another pass just keeps it ticking over, floated through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's had a hit! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Can he get it through? And now they can spring out of defence. It's a promising position. There's no flag. Fired deep towards the back post. Cleared without hesitation. Well, they could break here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bellingham is in a really good position out wide. And the shot! It's hit the uprights. And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And here's the chance to counter. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. And the shot! Against the crossbar. And for a moment, time stood still. Hernandez. And it's Camavinga. And it's Dembele. And he's had it nicked away. Howson. And here's Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. And he's been shifted off it. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that is a little undercooked. Look at... Oh, shooting chance! And he's intervened well there. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good spread. Oh, good take and a good... He's had a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Bellingham deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Koundé
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
He's having a go! Superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. France are looking to go forward now. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Strokes it back. Barcola. Rudiger. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Goes for the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Camavinga. Bellingham does well to get it back. Camavinga cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Can he get on the end of this? And that could set him on his way. That's the keeper's ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Passing nice and neat. Looking for the run. Mbappe! Camavinga. That has been slung wide. Knocks it out wide. Plays it across. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Madrid presented with a golden opportunity here. Mignon, in the context of the game, he must save it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. He's a sharp little ball here. Saliba. And it's Camavinga. Tchouaméni. And here's Dembele. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. He has found the way through. And he thumps it clear. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Madrid very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Koundé showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Throw it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Rudiger. Aimed beyond the defence. Valverde looking to get on the end of this. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Good ball, good take.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Dembele. And here's Barcola. Eder Militao. Madrid really do look to have it all sewn up here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Saliba. And it's Camavinga. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Traoré. Valverde. And he's picked it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Great vision. Hoisted in. Oh, well played, well played. Upamecano. Camavinga.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. Can he latch on to this? Valverde picks it up out wide. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nice control. Oh, decent chance! Now, how often do you see that?
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
El dorsal 8, el dorsal 5, el dorsal
Carvajal.
7.
Eder Militao. Rudiger getting this one clear.
El dorsal 2.
Time and again they are repelled.
El dorsal 21.
Looking wide.
El dorsal 11.
He was under real pressure there.
Cambio de jugadores.
The most accurate pass. Nice. Ended up in no... And the shot! No, not quite.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Oh, what's he done? Just the keeper to beat! And he shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! Just cruising! They are cruising! He does it all with... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here? Mbappe!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Barcola. Barcola's cross. That has been knocked clear. No, he wasn't going to let him past.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Hernandez. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Camavinga. Barcola. And he's well positioned here. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Cleared without complication. And it's Tchouaméni. Olise, clipped into space. And the shot! Goal! France! And France are in front.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So, a breakthrough already. Tchouaméni, quarter of an hour played. That's been slipped through. Camavinga gets a foot in here. Valverde showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mbappe. Shoots! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Camavinga. Hernandez.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, well played, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Thuram. And here's Barcola. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. Now the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Eder Militao gets his final warning. Mbappe! And he gets rid in a hurry. France look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, They're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Bouts of passing here, really easy. And a chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Rudiger. Can he get on the end of this? Now there's a shot at goal! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element...
Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Marcó en el minuto 34 el dorsal 7.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Oh, he's found support out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Madrid are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Mbappe! Decent chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Just eases him off the ball. The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Showing great feet there.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's in a great position here. Great ball, and he's in here. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Thuram absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
No luck with that dink over the top. And that's put paid to a promising move.
3 minutos de descuento.
France finding their passes. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Eder Militao has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
Vinicius Junior. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Good ball, good take. And we hit half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Back into the middle. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Howson. Now Eder Militao. Some really good ball movement. Valverde. Chouameni. And here's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Great chance! And that is doing no harm at all. Oh, easy pickings there. Aims beyond the defence. Valverde. Played out to the right. Tries to play it through. Can he finish? Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Camavinga. Oh, good spread. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
This ended up in no man's land. And he was quick to react.
Madrid really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nice looking ball. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That pass isn't the best. He is through here. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Vinicius Junior. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He might be in here. Oh, he's got a sign the finish. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
France with the corner, they're first.
El dorsal 12, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 5, el dorsal
Dembele
7
goes short.
serán sustituidos por
Carvajal
el
does
dorsal
well to get it
23,
back.
el dorsal 2, el dorsal 6.
And now they can spring out of defence.
El dorsal 11, cambio de jugadores.
Camavinga played through into space. Mendy providing an outlet on that flank. Look at the space here. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Rodrigo. Kolumuani distributed tidily. He's found a way through. Dembele, a lot of space ahead of him. Tries a shot! And it's in! Two ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Well, the angle wasn't good, and neither was the keeper. He scored then when he had no right to.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really...
And he shoots! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Mendy. Over to the other side. Chouameni. And the pass is intercepted. Great vision. Now it's Colomwani. Colomwani looking to penetrate opposition lines.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Doué. Now it's Mbappe. Doué. Big chance! Camavinga. Brahim Diaz. Now this could be a chance. He's had a shot! Oh, what has happened here? Chance for a shot! And the ball's come loose here. It's a throw-in. France have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Chouameni. Klaus gets into some space. Eder Militao attempts a clearance. Chouameni. And Rodrigo. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Carvajal. Nicely weighted ball. He's on it. Can he get away? He's having a go.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Hernandez has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament.
And there goes the final whistle.
Madrid were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
We stand for the national anthem of France.
alineación de hoy será...
Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad Jules Koundé a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a...
Vinicius Junior! In he goes again! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't...
And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
And he has kept it out somehow.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, super ball! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. So a big chance now from 12 yards to further improve their position of comfort. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Olise.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He can run onto that. Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. Madrid are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. And he's being shifted off it. And it's Camavinga. This looks promising, and he's lost his man here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a good run down the right. Olise. Now there's a fine ball. Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That has not gone well. Koundé. And the pass is intercepted.
Goes for a shot! He scores!
Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Yeah, the referee hadn't spotted his assistant's raised flag. He has now, so he's ruled the goal out for offside.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Valverde. Thuram. For Olise. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is good alertness. Barcola. And here's Mbappe. He's being urged to shoot. And that's played in low. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that's been won straight back. Camavinga. And here's Thuram. And he welcomes it in. Alexander-Arnold.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That pass has been well intercepted. Olise. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking tidy in possession here. Mbappe! Brilliantly cut out. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. But he's made sure that's not getting through. Courtois gets it away. Vinicius Junior. And now the breakaway. Now this could be a chance. He might be in here!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And that has left him in a heap. So what can they make of this? Back into the middle. Great ball, and he's in here! It's not an especially good pass, that. And he has been fouled there.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Gets into some space. Fired deep towards the back post. Oh, well played. Valverde. Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Barcola. Out to the left it goes. Oh, important interception. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Madrid sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. He's got away. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Just eases him off the ball. Howson. Howson getting this one clear. Camavinga. And it's Hernandez. The message is clear, none shall pass. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Bellingham. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Dembele. Mbappe.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Bellingham. And Alexander-Arnold.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mbappe receives it in a...
And a chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Olise. And he's there to get it away. Hernandez. Saliba. And it's Koundé. Koundé tries to play it through. Valverde. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 18.
Olise.
El dorsal 12.
Upamecano.
El dorsal 5.
And it's
El
Dembele.
dorsal 8.
Engages
El dorsal
and
7.
forces him off the ball.
Serán
And here's
sustituidos
Olise.
por el dorsal
Olise's
23.
cross.
El dorsal
Easy
2.
enough for the
El
goalkeeper.
dorsal 19.
France
El dorsal
appear to be happy to let
El
their front
dorsal
players
11.
stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Koundé. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rodrigo. Now it's Dani Ceballos. Now it's Mbappe. Rodrigo. Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Madrid have themselves a chance from the spot. Mignon will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Saved! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Dink through.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that's put paid to a promising move. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Vinicius Junior.
And it's made its way to him. Spread it left.
Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams.
Now it's Camavinga. That is good alertness.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Rudiger.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
That's going to go a long way.
Bellingham. And it's Valverde. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Alexander-Arnold.
Camavinga. Eder Militao gets a foot in here.
Valverde.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mbappe.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Tchouameni. And here's Mbappe. And it's Valverde.
Mbappe!
Camavinga. Tchouameni. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. He's beaten the last man. Threads one in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That'll be a throw-in.
That has not gone well. Bellingham. Ball's played through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Alexander-Arnold.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0.
Just eases him off the ball.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Knocks it into space. Mbappe. Real chance! Alexander-Arnold gets rid without sophistication. Madrid with the corner, they're first. This looks promising. He slings it in. Hausen with the clearance. Camavinga.
Such good technique.
Camavinga.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Mbappe. He's in a great... He's having a shot! And it's a goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Look, that was Vinicius Junior. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's been caught napping. It's their second corner of the game. Bellingham gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can they get him away?
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Tchouameni gathers from the goal kick. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Courtois is there to clear. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking to play him in. Mbappe!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Pass somewhat off target. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Tries a shot! Oh, it has another goal! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 6.
Madrid grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 18.
Goulet.
El dorsal 12. El dorsal
Madrid
5.
are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
El dorsal 23. El
Hausen.
dorsal 2. El dorsal
And it's
15.
Arda Güler.
Se va a realizar un cambio de
Valverde.
jugadores.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's intervened well there. Hausen. Now Mendy. Rudiger. Rudiger. Half an hour gone in the second half. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Good play on the left-hand side here. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe chasing after it. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's being urged. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Carvajal powering forward here. Rudiger.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
This is it then, now or never. Oh, no joy this time. Ah, that's a fine interception. Aimed beyond the defence. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Goulet, and it's Carvajal. Madrid finding their passes. Now Eder Militao. That's an imaginative pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Mendy.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Tries to play it through. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Camavinga. Well read, and the danger is averted. Cleared without complication. And a chance! That's a half-decent try. And we have our very first corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tchouaméni. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouaméni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He could be danger here! Eder Militao. Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And he's intervened well there. And it's Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. Tchouaméni. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's come loose. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. An instinctive delivery. Valverde really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Bellingham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Eder Militao. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe. Good take. Great chance! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Alexander-Arnold. Aimed beyond the defence. Vinicius Junior. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Spread neatly. Foot in. There will be a throw-in.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now that looks a decent ball. Nicely weighted ball. No, again there's no way through. 5 minutes till the break. Looking for the run, and he plays one through. Chouameni. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Camavinga. And it's Bellingham. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Plays a sharp little ball here. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Valverde threads one in. Oh no, that was never going to make it. It's a promising position. It's a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Now it's Vinicius Junior, and he's picked it up out wide. And he can clear it away. Rudiger. Can he get it through? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
And here's
Mbappe! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, strongly challenged there. Tries to pass it through. And here's Mbappe. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Alexander-Arnold. In comes the corner. Cleared away. Oh, shooting chance! And that is wildly off target.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Here's onto this. And it's Ceballos. Valverde. Knocks it into space. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So, time
8.
for changes
El
on
dorsal
both
5.
sides, actually.
El dorsal 18.
He's not got
El
that
dorsal
quite
10.
right.
Serán sustituidos.
Well, it's
por
definitely the
el
right
dorsal
attitude
21.
and application,
El
Peter.
dorsal
They've got
15.
to keep pushing.
El dorsal
They're coming
23.
again and
El
again.
dorsal 11.
I think they just
Se va
have to
a
keep
llevar a cabo un
forcing the
cambio de
issue and
jugadores.
they'll get clinical.
And he's cut it out. Mendy gets good distance on it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Brahim Diaz. Short changes him with that pass. Played out to the left flank. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Brilliantly cut out. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Out towards the flank. Howson. That's Rudiger.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Eder Militao, great vision. Alexander-Arnold making good progress on the right-hand side. And here's Brahim Diaz.
That is a brilliant interception. Madrid are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Ball is over the line. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now, can they get him away? Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's Mendy. Eder Militao.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And no, he's seen through all of that.
Habrá 3 minutos de
That's
descuento.
ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Looking for options for movement.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's picked out the run. Now that's well seen too. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And that will be the final act. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
That's
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He's in a great position here. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Good read, needed to be. They get a throw in. Oh, there's a probing ball. Chouameni. Good ball, good take. Vinicius Junior. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Chouameni concedes a free kick for that. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally you'll be bound to see him in the final third where he can get...
Goes for a shot!
Superb from Vinicius Junior! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Passing nice and neat. Howson deals with that comfortably. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold gets it away. He's got away.
Oh, great feat, that.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but...
Mbappe! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a...
Big chance! And it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Alexander-Arnold. Madrid have scored 2 quick goals here. And it's Valverde. Howson. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's Bellingham. Can he get it through? Alexander-Arnold could try cutting inside here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And that has put paid to that. And here's Valverde. He's gone for goal! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Across.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Rudiger cuts out the pass. Chouameni coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. That is good strength. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Vinicius Junior. Oh, good spread. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? Bellingham! That is brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Rudiger is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Valverde. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And we've reached half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Madrid are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now this could be a chance. Camavinga. Oh, that was vital.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
This looks promising. He's having a go! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now, can they get him away? Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's picked his way through. Bellingham, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's on it, can he get away? Great chance! He's put it wide.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
There's no flag. In by Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Pass is just off target. Howson. Chouameni. And it's Bellingham. It's Camavinga. It's played through for him. Alexander-Arnold. That's a corner kick. Madrid with the corner, they're first. Bellingham is onto this. And now they can spring out of defence.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Vinicius Junior is in a really good position out wide. And the shot! No, it's wide. Eder Militao.